In this video, let's talk about 6 key points everyone should know as a traveler or tourist when it comes to dangerous alcohol. You may have heard about recent events involving the death of 6 tourists traveling in Laos, Southeast Asia. They reportedly fell ill after drinking free shots in a bar in Van Vieg in Laos and lost their lives shortly after. My sincere condolences to their families at this awful time. This is very close to me as I and friends and family enjoy traveling, so it's worrying to think that having an innocent drink could have such devastating results. Many people are asking how and why it could happen, so please keep watching this video to learn how you can stay safe when traveling, especially in unfamiliar areas when it comes to dangerous alcohol. How can you identify counterfeit or unsafe alcohol when traveling? When traveling, it's important to be vigilant about the alcohol that you drink to avoid counterfeit or unsafe drinks. Here are a few indicators of potentially unsafe alcohol. The packaging. Look for irregularities such as poor quality labels, spelling errors, or missing details like a manufacturer's name or address. Taking a drink from sealed bottles with recognizable brands is generally safer. Next, unusual pricing. Be wary of alcohol that is sold at prices that are unusually lower than the norm. They may be fake or adulterated. Next, the smell and taste. Methanol-laced drinks may have an unusually harsh chemical smell or an overly harsh or bitter taste. If anything feels off, don't drink it. Homemade or improperly distilled alcohol may appear cloudy or even have visible particles within it. Commercially produced alcohol should be clear. Next, the source of purchase. Avoid buying alcohol from roadside stalls, markets, or unfamiliar vendors. Stick to recognized stores or reputable bars. 2. What is methanol poisoning and why is it so dangerous? Methanol poisoning usually occurs when methanol, a toxic type of alcohol, is ingested. But methanol poisoning can also happen through the skin or by inhaling the fumes of the alcohol. Methanol is very similar to ethanol, the pure form of alcohol that we find in our alcoholic drinks. Methanol is similar to ethanol in many ways. It is tasteless, odorless, and highly flammable, but it has a different chemical structure that makes it toxic for humans. Methanol, also known as wood alcohol, is typically used in industrial products such as antifreeze, solvents, and fuel. It becomes dangerous when it contaminates alcoholic beverages. This is often due to improper distillation. So homemade or counterfeit alcohol may contain methanol as a byproduct of a poor distillation process. Another way that methanol can contaminate alcoholic drinks is by adulteration. Because it's cheaper, methanol is sometimes deliberately added to alcoholic drinks to increase its volume. Methanol is metabolized in the body to highly toxic compounds like formaldehyde and formic acid. These substances can damage the central nervous system and other organs, causing problems like blindness from damage to the optic nerve, leading to irreversible loss of vision, organ failure where methanol can cause severe damage to the liver and kidneys, and death. Even small amounts can be fatal if not treated promptly. What are the symptoms of methanol poisoning and what should you do if you suspect it? Well, methanol poisoning symptoms can take a few hours to develop, but when they do, they can escalate very quickly. Here are some early and severe symptoms and signs. Early signs include nausea and vomiting, dizziness, a headache, blurred or double vision. Severe symptoms include trouble or difficulty breathing, confusion, drowsiness, and loss of consciousness. If you or someone you know experiences any of these symptoms after consuming alcohol, first, stop drinking immediately. Second, seek urgent medical attention. It's important to contact emergency services or go straight to the nearest emergency department as soon as possible. This is because early intervention, which usually includes an infusion of ethanol, can be life-saving. 3. Report it. It's important to inform local authorities and the establishment where the drink was purchased to help prevent further incidents. Are there specific countries or regions where this risk is higher? Well, methanol poisoning is more common in regions where the rules around alcohol production and regulation are less stringent. Apart from specific countries, there are high risk settings worldwide. For example, you can find unregulated bars and backyard distilleries in any country in the world. But for specific regions where there have been reports about counterfeit alcohol, Southeast Asia, countries like Laos, Cambodia, Indonesia and Vietnam frequently report cases of methanol poisoning due to the prevalence of homemade or counterfeit alcohol. Also, some countries in Africa where there are unregulated alcohol markets that can pose a significant risk. Another region where there have been reports related to counterfeit spirits is Latin America. What can you do to stay safe while drinking abroad? Here are practical tips to minimize the risk of unsafe alcohol while traveling. Drink from sealed bottles. Purchase alcohol from reputable stores and ensure the seal is intact. Avoid homemade or unbranded alcohol. Drinks that are locally distilled may pose a risk. Choose to drink in trusted establishments. Stick to bars, restaurants and hotels with good reviews and have established reputations. Watch your drink. Observe how your drink is prepared. Decline any drinks that you didn't see being poured or that are offered free in questionable settings. Moderate consumption. Drinking smaller quantities at a time allows you to monitor how your body reacts to the alcohol. Bring your own alcohol. In some cases, it might be safer to bring your own sealed bottles, especially if you're going to remote or unregulated areas. How can you empower yourself and others to travel safe? It really starts with getting to know as much information and taking proactive steps. For example, watching videos like this. Research and stay informed. Before traveling, research the country's alcohol safety regulations and common risks. Use trusted sources like government travel advisories and health organizations. If it's possible, travel with friends. Group travel allows you to check up on one another. If somebody feels ill, having companions ensures that they get help quicker. You can share information about your findings, spread the awareness about methanol poisoning risks and prevention strategies with fellow travelers. Don't forget your emergency resources. Have the contact information for local hospitals, emergency services and embassies always to hand. Support ethical tourism where you can by choosing establishments that adhere to safety and quality standards. Doing this in large numbers can help local businesses prioritize customer safety. Please share any other travel tips in the comments section so that we can all stay safe together. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again soon.